Be gone, infidels! You are not welcome here! Kneel before me and repent! Beginning. I am unleashed! Winds of the South, rise and come to your master's aid! Before the tempest storms! Beckon! None may pass into the world's heart. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
The world will be reborn in flames! Witness the power bestowed upon me by Deathwing. Feel the fury of Earth! For my death, countless more will fall. The burden is now yours to bear.
Rep's looking good, bro. We got this. Got 17k left. Dragon Ball 17 out of 21, right? And then we got a Star, which is 8 out of 21. And we're done. We're actually fully done after that. We're really close. It'll be super nice once it's done. We can focus then on getting our professions up, and then we can do all of our enchants, spend all of our money. Got just under 100k to work with, so I'm hoping that allows us to get NG, the headpiece, Volcano deck, like when the raid is out. Hopefully buy the BOE staff, because I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered doing archaeology.
You have interfered with our plans for the last time, mortal. Take arms, minions! Rise from the icy depths!
Yeah, I've had a friend that's he's playing Blood DK, and he's done like over 1,500 solves. Hasn't found Generok, whatever. But
Destroy
he's not happy.
these
So I saw that and
intruders!
thought, there's no way, bro. Like, I'm actually gonna not enjoy this game. I kill all the enjoyment I have for this. It's not gonna be worth it. So I just thought like I'll do like a BOE trash drop farm, get the stuff from Destiny to Twilight. Either I farm it myself, or I just like buy it as a BOE and hope it goes for like an alright price. I think spending that money is far better than, or like using that time is far better than, yeah, just infinitely farming. Like obviously the downside is if you go into raid week 1 and you've got the gold or the RNG luck to have all the best like epics. Like if you're fully epicked out with all the BOE world drops, got everything from archaeology, and you're actually good at playing the game, you're guaranteed to get rank 1s, easy 99s at least. Quote unquote, you can like literally pay to win your logs. But I mean, it really depends. Like, if you actually care about that kind of stuff. Right? Sure, if I was trying to get rank 1s at a bunch of 100s, just to like look good on my profile, you would need a whole bunch of gold. You'd need done like tons of GDKPs, or like I don't know, like have a mate that's got the gold on hand, or just buy a bunch of tokens. Like I know people go out and buy gold, but I wouldn't run the risk game. I've not bought any gold. I've just earned it all from APs, where I guess people in those runs have bought the gold and gets all washed through. But yeah, 100k is not much. I have to see get much out of that. It's a little bit depressing. I think people don't want to get too baited by like how poorly Shadow performs right now in these 5-men. At the end of the day, like 5-mans is content, right? Or part of like week 1 shenanigans. You've got to do like so much to try and do good damage. Like obviously we're just getting blasted by a tank. Like tank's just doing the most. Gets the vengeance stacks, tanks 50 different things, and gapping everybody. Melee DPS, a bit easier, right? But casters kind of get a little bit gapped, especially like us and a fire mage. All about that like ramp time, multi-dotting, yada yada yada. So, like, oh man, Shadow sucks. Look, we're doing like the lowest damage in this group. Yes. you're literally using this to gear yourself up so that you can do raid, and then that's where the damage is gonna matter. It's gonna start to add up. I think also with passing, like, even for me, right, if I've done all this grind to get like a whole bunch of really good gear, if I don't know what the fight is, I've done no PTR, done no research right now. I don't know how the fight goes, how the flow is for positioning, or like what targets to hit, how much, you know, should I be dotting them, should I not, should I even switch to them worth the time, do they die too quickly? All those questions, if you haven't done PTR, even if you're a good player, you're not going to pass too well, right? You just don't know how the fight's going to work. But that's fine, because if you're going into an expansion, looking to try and get like rank 1, week 1, you've done all the PTR sweat, you've got all the gold, you've got all the support from it. Oh yeah, we'll give you PI, we'll give you all this. Like, you're going to get completely funneled. You're either all in or you're not, right? It would be kind of stupid to half-ass that. But I'm not too upset. Like, if you look at a lot of my logs, first few weeks of ICC, maybe I get a few 99s, but it's that much. But if you look at my last phases, once we had like the 30% buff, and then we had a pre-patch, like I was getting really good top 10 world on a lot of fights. Once you've got the gear and you're on an even footing with everybody else, that's when I think it really has a little bit more merit, right? Can't cheat. Actually, everybody's on the same playing field and you're still getting good logs. So I wouldn't get too upset. The beauty of playing a MMO, I guess, right? You've got to gear up, learn. Even if people complain and say like games like this, I'm paid to win now and yada yada yada, it doesn't really matter unless that's what you personally are also driving for. If you're like a blue pass complaining that GDKP is a real game, we're never going to be in the conversation getting dogs anyway, right? So it doesn't really upset you. It shouldn't upset you. Yeah, mate, we'll see. I want to try and put together a guide of what I've learned from cata so far. Discuss what's changed from Ref into cata, different bounds, how our opener, ED management look, and then I guess try and keep that kind of brief because, like I said, I don't know anything about the boss fight, so I can't really comment on how that's going to work. And once we've done the boss fights, we can make a video and like, hey, here's how I approached it. This is the log I got as a result, but this is what I'm going to do next week. How you can improve, and then somebody has like their raid or like to me. See that, and maybe they get to say, oh, cool, man. I got to, you know, go in and not make the mistakes you did.
Their filthiness stains me.
I'm not Archangel. What am I doing?
My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power.
You gotta be careful with this one. If you shadow word death during the very end, you'll just execute, right? Because you lose the HP buff. And you just like one-shot yourself like a million damage. Like you see that's an example, right? Like if we get to multi-dot, we're gonna do the most. We're gonna do so much damage. We'll have to see how these raid fights work. Learned that the hard way, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's half the reason I also have add-on right called Truffy D. Like shows you what I'm casting, because I think if I'm watching, like say for example I want to learn how to play mage, I go watch like a really good mage player's video. If they don't have something like that to show you what buttons I'm pressing, like you can see I'm pressing support, I'm pressing shield, yada yada yada, I'm like trying to guess, like, okay, in this situation, like maybe a shadow orb pops up, and what does this player do when the shadow orb pops up? If they're try-harding, trying to get like a really good pass, and maybe information that maybe I don't. Okay, cool, I can learn, I can see it. I find that helpful. And then I know like other people prefer to have actual videos rather. That's it all. Okay, like rather than just watching. So I need to get better at making guides like that. Get better. Right now it's been like, I would say honestly it's like been low effort, like, hey, here's my video, no comms, watch the gameplay for like what it is, take away what you want. Whole group of people out there that be decide when's the bed. That'll be our goal for this expansion, right? Is to try and make more educational stuff, more videos that require effort. I started playing WoW Classic during the next pre-patch, and helpful. Oh, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Well, like, I've been playing this game for a very long time, right? Like, I began playing this game originally. I began raiding, I should say, originally. I've been playing non-stop, on and off, since, right? It's been a childhood game that's just been with me kind of thing. Archangel. That's not good. I've absolutely just wrecked my rotation. But for the longest time, like, you know, I've been playing games. I always strive to play level. Never out to me. And laziness. Oh. Nah, nobody wants to watch that. I don't know what I'm doing, so like, I can't be bothered. But once I got over that hurdle, I was just like, you know what? I'll just literally upload quick. No voice, no cam, editing. Here's my gameplay. Boy. Yeah. Boy, so. That classic example, right? Oh, I should have started earlier. Only had started earlier. Hey, we started now, that's all that matters. Get more comfortable making the other type of content. Kill myself here. Oh shit! I saw how low my HP was from his Archangel form. I was like, nah, I have to risk it. The button is like too appealing to hit. Flip a coin, I was like, okay, Shadow Word Death into Dispersion. Not even trying to blow smoke up the ass, but they were really, really helpful. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I think ideally is I make like a long form video for a boss fight and then make a short as well. Then maybe somebody just has like, maybe they're at the boss, right? They've been like super lazy or whatever. They've like underestimated like how hard the fight is, and then guys are talking. I know nothing about this fight, and they can just look up like a 30-second short and be like, ah, bet I know what I'm doing. That's the thing I find annoying with General Guide, right? Like a 10-minute long video, hey, here's what the tank does, here's what the DPS does. And like, obviously it gives you a good idea overall, but it's not going to tell you anything specific to your spec or class, right? It's not going to be like, hey, but if you're a hunter, you engage here, and that way you, or if you're a Shadow Priest, you can just brace and stand still and just those are the kind of things you want to learn about, right? At least that's what I find interesting. Like obviously there's like min-max stuff like this as well. Like when you're using Shadow Word Pain, you want to move. If you want to move, because then your apparitions that spawn go up from what, like 12%. Is it going to make the end of the world? Like no. Like a cool little tip. Awesome Shadow Word Pain like this, and strafing back and forward because of this here, right? Goes from 12%, but if you're moving, it's 60%. That could just fraction extra bit of damage. Maybe gives you, I don't know, whatever. That for me is exciting. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, right? Like maybe you watch the video, a long form. Maybe you watch like a generic like boss guide video, and then somehow come across like a creator that tells you deck for that fight, and you're like, oh, it's swing. And then you got to shoot the blood, and you quickly on the night. Okay, what is the fight again? Yeah, I forgot. This I get more enjoyment out of playing. Well, challenge like my DPS better, kind of like optimize. Oh. Last week I did 10k, this week 11k. What was if I did this? Cool. Like feels good to see that level of progress. Yeah, I think I want to try and make a generic guide long form video, which is what's changed, how's our rotation now, what our CD, what's some kind of like expression. So rather than make some like 40-minute long video where people go, okay, where's the chapters, where's the timestamp? I'm interested. Make it like less than boss sides. Short. Well. London. There's guides. Here to farm. What you should focus on. Ready for raid. Giga free this, which is like all the BOEs. Attainable best, which would be like all the rep epics, and like full heroic for that. 3 different gear types you can try and get for. Trying to go for the Giga Greed ramp. I tried to ramp super hard there and I'm just doing no damage. Not worth it. Yeah, exactly. Double Mind Spike into Mind Blast is in. I think it's so valuable at this level, at this stage of the game. I think it's like, I think to keep things simple, I would say if there's more than 3 mobs, just Mindseer. Either target your tank or you can just pop. It's going to do damage either way. The benefit of hitting a tank is as long as they have good position. If the mob dies, it's going to still go, right? So you can more damage for your mana spent. But it feels like an ad spawn and it's got less than like 600k HP, 600k health, then I think it's just better, just full burst. Like put dots on it, push the dot, it's just dead. Maybe the dots have done like less than 50k damage, and or what a waste of time and mana. Like yeah, Mind Spike. The other thing that really hurts is how they changed Spirit Tap, right? Like before it was just a kill blow in general. Now it has to be with Shadow of Death. So it makes it annoying because you've got to try and like mobs, but at the same time you also want to try and get too fast the Shadow of Death out because then that gives you mana. Yeah, dude, there's levels to it. So much like min-max. You know? And that's definitely going to separate the people that roll it as like flavor of the month. They're like, oh, I heard Shadow Priest is really, really good this expansion. They're not going to know all the... Right? And at the same time, like, that's the benefit of making those videos. Is that maybe they're getting told, like, by their raid, like, why is your damage so bad? And they're like, I don't know, man. They can then be the ones that, like, watch those videos and improve. Mind Spike tech. Nice. Guaranteed crit. Kind of burst damage. And then you don't lose lots Exactly, bro. That's basically what I've learned as well. If I go into this pack here, I find the highest HPS. Why do I keep saying HPS? I find the highest health of Wither, Shadow Word Pain, Pray for an Orb, put that up. Because these buffs, right? For Evangelism, periodic damage plus 10%, Orb plus 27, periodic damage, Shadow Word Death, all your dots, that right, but also Mindset. If you somehow get everything rocking, had enough time to ramp it, that just makes your Shadow Words Mindset even stronger. Trying to compete with like Blind Storms, your Blade Flurries, your Whirlwinds, all the melees, that's fast. Yeah, there's so much cool stuff you can do with Shadow. So, pretty exciting to learn what we can do on boss fights as well. Try and like, try and have some skill progression there. The only thing that I think really sucks is the generation of Shadow Orbs. Shadow Orbs can be really frustrating. Like you either RNG it and you get one in your Mind Flay, or I've had times where I've hit 4 in a row, not spawned, and I'm like, cool. Literally at that point, life grip the tank, wipe the fight, start again. Not sure if this is a bad take, but I think crit could be a little bit higher. What for? I think crit for me is nice for the just the cooldown of Shadow Fiend. What else does crit work with? More crit would mean that you hurt yourself more with masochist, right? Be more likely to get mana there. I think the reason that we value haste and mastery so much, first of all, like the more haste you have, you X dots, right? So you get more value out of that. And with the mastery, you're making your periodic damage even higher. So those dots that are getting an extra tick are now taking damage. I think that's the merit behind why crit is valued so low, because of what are you really getting? Better mana. Getting all from a crit on mind play is how it works. %80 chance to gain when you deal damage. No. It doesn't look like crit influences it. I think if crit influenced it, I think everyone would stack it, right? I think we should, like, fuck this RNG. I want to guarantee. I think definitely it would change things up if that was the case. Unless the tooltip doesn't show it correctly, I'm not aware of that. That's why I think crit is valued so low down. Imagine a world though, if we were to sim our character. Imagine a world if we were to sim our character in like ICC 4-piece. Made it worth dropping all the int and stam and stats we got from 35 gear. Yeah, if you can find it, it'd be awesome. If that's like some hidden stuff that we don't know about, then it actually does make things very interesting. Save the Shadow Warp to pull it up. Eat and $400 rep. One more to go. What's the name, bro? Pig Cumlord. What is that name? Imagine being like, yeah, bro. To make my new main, that's the better name. That's the name I want. Oh, it's a misread? Yeah. Dude, I was gonna say, there was no way that, like... yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way, like, the entire Shadow Priest Discord has got that wrong. Yeah. I think that's why haste and mastery, like crit is not a bad stat per se, but haste and mastery are just better.
I'm not gonna be happy about this.
That's all good. Good that these discussions, right? It's good to think. I'm blindly accept everything. Ooh, that's a good point actually. I have a feeling it would be the hit from somebody else. Can't be you. How I would probably.
Raz, smash!
Alright, last rep, here we go. Guardians of. Oh, so now we can get the neck piece, and this will get the belt and the head enchant. We have everything. We can enchant it, we can gear it, we can get our headpiece earring. Try and find ourselves Volcano, Dark Moon card, not like gold. Yeah, I have a feeling it would probably be worded in a way that, or like coded in a way that it can't be self-inflicted. Otherwise, I think our rotation would probably be Shadow Word Pain, Mind Flay into Shadow Word Death. Pray for a crit, and then, yeah. Like crit, RNG, a blast, bomb, go from that, then go P. Maybe there's like a fight where we take ticking damage. Like if the damage ticks crits us, then we can orb. Bastard that's like pulsing AoE damage and take damage from that, it counts. In which case we can run because we're pumping out 3 orb Mind Blast all day. I don't know, let's see. I just keep an eye on the Shadow Priest classic one, because there's a lot of smart people in there that'll bust and stuff. like figured out mathematically. Our experience. And I can sort of formulate a bit of an idea myself as to how
Heretics!
things may go.
You will suffer for this interruption.
I'm scared to say stuff. I think it's good though. Like, then probably wouldn't have come to that conclusion. You probably wouldn't have realized that unless you had discussed it, right? I guess here it's only with like a couple of people watching. You don't have like that fear that maybe 1,000 people are like, oh my god, that guy's an idiot. I think it's good though to like, it's good though to challenge ideas, but ask them. I remember, I think my first post in that Discord, because at the time I was using a node channeling macro, which everyone said was like a really, really bad idea. And see my ping in the bottom corner there, like 1-2 ms. Like I live in Sydney, basically sitting over right here. So same, right? I was using like the node channeling macro, and I was using that like Shadow Priest analyzer tool, and it was saying that my average MF was between 50 and 80. And whenever I was seeing like average mind play delay, everyone's like, lower the number the better. If between 50 and 100, you can really, really well. And I was like, but everyone says this node channeling macro is like a bad idea. Why is it doing well? I think I just broke like everybody's head. I like posted the screenshots and everything, and it's like it makes no sense. Then when I installed the theorycrafting that shows you like what my play is, I remember spamming on a dummy, and it would be like 0, 0, 10, 180, 200, 0, 10. Like it was all over the show. Then if I actually press the button properly, like you meant to, when it gets to the end of the third tick, once I start practicing that, I can consistently get like, you know, I've got 9. Yeah, I've been interrupted. Can't see it there. Try it again. 0, perfect. 8, perfect. 11, right? Like I was actually getting way lower numbers better. And I was like, oh, this is what they mean. So I was getting good results. This is the reason they say it's so bad. Like, definitely that post mind boggled a whole bunch of people. Yeah, I don't know. I find it interesting. Like, I lurk a whole bunch in that Discord. I don't post too much. Yeah, I get super lost in the theorycrafting channel where they're discussing like the mathematics behind pandemic windows and like breakpoints where you should break a snapshot dot, yada yada yada. Like, it's interesting though, because I'm like, oh, this is some real deep dive shit. This is when you wish you paid more attention in school. They're when they're like, oh, you're gonna use this when you come out of school. It's like some around like trigonometry, and there's no way, man. And then you see somebody in the Discord gonna get like the most min-max PCD perfect gameplay. You're like, oh, this is where I could use it. Have I changed my macros? I've made a couple of changes. I'm not using the most up-to-date, like I'm using heavy sides, Dragon Cash, Caster Bar, heavy side edit, but I've made like some edits to that edit. But I saw him literally just post before in the Discord that he's made like a new version, which is a bunch of extra stuff. I've got that fake Q, which is like meant to delay stuff. I don't know the correct values to put in there though. I'll show you that one after this. Like at the moment, I'm getting good mind flay delays, like it's lower than 50. I don't know if I've actually got the correct numbers in there. In terms of that fake Q macro, yeah, I've got rid of everything that's like fake Q DT. I've just got fake Q and DT. Better context. Oh, where is it? Like, I've got it set to this at the moment, minus 10, 30 gold ping. Like, I don't know if that's correct. But I think as long as you're not getting, like, stupid results. I think, yeah, there's the other thing with their update is that, like, latency windows. So you've got, obviously, this one here. There's, like, a separate window. I think after all this dungeon spamming, I'll go get the update. I'll play around on the target dummy for a little bit of time. Go kill some mobs in the world, because I know target dummies can be a little bit unreliable with the mobs in the world. Practice this. And there is one other thing I've done, I'll show you. One here that goes clear target, target enemy. Essentially what that does, like when you're spamming your button, your target dies, it instantly finds a new target for you. One of the also big benefits of that is like if you're waiting for a quest boss respawn, like if there's ever been a time where you're all fighting it the tag or something, if you're just spamming that macro, it's so hard to lose the tag because as soon as the target spawns, it snaps to a boom. The downside of that though is that if you're spamming too hard, like say you kill this boss, and the mob right next to it, it'll just like instantly aggro that. If the mob I'm targeting is about to die, boom, I'm spamming Shadow Word Death, and it's just like instantly casting for the next pack. Like that's the only way you can really grief with it, but it just smooths things out so nicely. Doesn't it feel awful when you're like Mind Flay or whatever, and then your target dies, and you're like in the rhythm, and you know you're hitting your Shadow Word Dead, you're hitting your Devouring Plague, whatever, boom. Lost the target, lost the... yeah, shit. I can make video on the macros as well. Yeah, my Mind Seer 1 needs to improve as well. Mind Seer 1 right now is good. I need to have it so I can hit the target, and then also I can mouse over the tank when it be. But see here, or just run FQ. Run FQ. Whereas before they were VT and DP, but the reason that was is because we didn't want to clip. Wanted to clip the dot, but now in cata we can pandemic, so and if you clip. I just got rid of everything that had FDT and FDP. Just want FQ and everything. The reason being is because before that was there to stop you clipping existing DT or DP, but now in Cataclysm we have Pandemic, right, which we want to recast in the second fast tick, so it carries on with that damage. Whereas before in Reforging, right, you had to wait for that dot to fully fire and then reapply it. So that's why you don't need to have run DT anymore. Run everything that you want to try and make you run it again. Run FQ. Run FQ. Run FQ. Like that. Maybe I should just make a video, like a video of my macros, video on what to do.
Look upon your answers for living.
The reason I did that is also because it comes from retail. Like I play a lot of retail, I do Mythic Plus in that. The issue with Mythic Plus is that, well, it was that Shadow Priest's earpiece was all about using a Mind Bender, and that meant you could spam Shadow Word Death like 18 times in a row. The worst thing was when Hogwarts dies, then you were spamming Shadow Word Death, but there was no target you'd actually click. It just felt super janky, so you made that macro edit. Like what we're focusing right now, dies, instantly find another target. Shadow Word Death with. And it just got me wondering, like, oh, can I bring these macros into Cataclysm Classic as well? It's worked well, yeah.
Cannot. You are useless.
40%. 40%, maybe that's better. 35, we'll try 35, eh? Master. Dragon Morph. Over at Blood Gulch. Perfect, way better. Ah, yeah. There's nothing going on at sea. Yeah, but a fight, like, sure, the sounds be hella loud. Way better. Alright, nice man, nice.
What do you need? Go forth to victory.
Quickly reforge. Quickly reforge.
I used to worry, thought I was going mad in a hurry, getting stressed, making excess mess.
Oh
and
no.
no electricity.
We've got 6 men now.
All over me, greasy. Insomnia, please release me and
But
let
does
me
Dark Moon have the rep? Yeah, true.
to my girl on that
Get the rep up.
We get down to business.
but there's no peace, no peace.
Also, this is really, really handy. I don't know about this one as well. It literally calculates. I told her, I want you to value these stats in this order, and I want you to figure out a way that gets me to exactly 17% hit. Calculate, do it all for me, boom. 17% exact hit, and then it says ranks, haste, mastery, and crit all in that order. So I'm going to try and give you as much of that as possible. Like, how insane is this thing? Take out all the thinking of like, what do I do, man? How do I get hit cap? Oh, this game's too hard, man. Complicated. Boom. Add-on does it all for you. Focus on playing the game, not becoming like a mathematics major. So, okay, I'm gonna write this down on a piece of paper. We'll go Reforge guide video, go macro guide video, go what's changed, Bottle K to Cata video, boss guide video. Okay, we've got 4 ideas for what we can make as videos, yeah? You can think of anything else that you think would have any kind of value. I'm always open for ideas. Appreciate the time you take to explain this kind of stuff. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. At the end of the day, like, I don't want to gatekeep. I just find it, I find it exciting to lose, right? Because like Shadow Priest definitely requires a lot more effort to perform well on. There are certain classes out there, right, where you can just spam one button and do the most damage and turn your brain off. The same's true for me in retail. Like I play Shadow Priest in Mythic Plus. I'm having the most fun because I can do all this complex shit and ramping. Next minute you do 2 million damage because you've got dots ticking and everything. It feels like a big dopamine boost. Then there are sometimes, right, we're getting super tilted because it requires that much effort and you do no damage. Like you're getting griefed with bucks or whatever, right? And I'm just like, you know what, screw this. I log on my rep paladin. I'm like, you know, Legendary Axe, Divine Storm 100 billion times, doing the most. You're not even thinking. It's like, booga booga, press one button, fast. Like, depends, I guess, like what kind of mood you're in, like what play style you enjoy. Yeah, look, retail is in a spot. I enjoy both games for what they are. Retail is definitely harder than Classic. The Classic isn't about me. I'm enjoying Classic because I'm getting to experience the same game I played as a kid. Now that I'm actually better as an adult, so it's like paying for nostalgia. You know what you're getting yourself into, right? You're like, I'm not going into this game expecting Mythic Jailer 900 wipes. Expecting like, yeah, we're gonna wipe on like Heroic Lich King like 5 times. It is what it is. Not 5 times, like 50 times. Not everybody is going to be like a Mythic Raider Turbo I want to be the best. Play classic because it's just more the vibe, simpler style of gameplay, yada yada yada. So I enjoy going through both. At the moment, like, I'm enjoying fresh content. As it stands at the moment right now, and how it's just a fun scene, right? Like, expansion's over. The only benefit is like, hey, do the same content again. How cool is that? Getting lost, bro. Yes. Thank you, man. It's annoying also how Leap of Faith takes you out of Shadowfall. That is so great. It literally makes me not want to ever press that button. Hey man, can you grip me? No, DPS lost, sorry. Will not be getting gripped. Also have a 12-button mouse and I was running out of active binds. Yeah. I definitely have a lot more binds in retail than I have in classic, for sure. But I don't know about you, but like I have a common trend where no matter what spec I play, I've always got a consistent button that I press for my defense in. I don't know, I always use my kick. Button for my main damage, my buff button. Like, that way doesn't matter what I'm playing. Playing mage or playing rogue. I instinctive muscle memory, like, oh, I need to hold the defensive, I press it. Not like, oh shit, I'm on character. I have it bound to this. That way it's not too jarring when I go between like classic, retail, even mock remix. All of them I'm like, it's all the same. But in this version of the game, this is how the character works. In that version of the game, you can do this. Retail, you don't have mindset. Version, you do have mindset. Only wiped 5 times, yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, I can definitely go... I could definitely be super elitist. Super elitist and be like, I want to be in a guild... excuse me. I want to be in a guild in Classic, which is like, you know... Content's not hard, blah, 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 blah. I want to try and get, you know, a rank ones. I want to get... all of that kind of stuff, but... Can't be bothered. Reading 5 times a week. Last time I've ever gone that hard would have been in retail for like different. That's when bosses are actually hard because you're wiping like 500 times some of the end bosses. But in the satisfaction that you've actually done it, that's why it's like hilarious when I go into dungeons in front of the tides, because in retail it's like 20 times harder because they realize this is hard. I'm gonna add in a whole bunch of extra mechanics because you get everybody better with 15 years of experience, but everybody's got weak callers that like play the game for them, basically, right? So where I'm at right now, it's and these lads are alright. They get the job done. A few big dogs in here. Yeah, it's things like that, for example, right? Like Leap of Faith, using things like Divine Hymn. You want to try and like abolish this. You want to basically play like a Shadow Priest support. Then you get super grief. Who's going out of shadow form? You're just like, yo, I'm here to pump, and that's it. Like, you take all that stuff off your bindings. If they ask for it, you just pinch your death. Oh, sorry, man, I didn't hear you. Oops, my bad. I had you on mute. Well, that's it, bro. That's it. I was definitely getting frustrated at times here because you would look at the logs and I'm getting like 98 average every week. You have like some mage, fire mage, who's like 50 average. Like, bro, there's no way you're playing Flavor of the Month and then... What is that? And then people be like, yeah, give them the loot. Fire mage is OP. You're like, this guy sucks. There's no way. There's no way this guy's getting simped with like PI, Focus Magic, Innovate, and then they're just doing tank dam. That's when it gets tilted for sure. But look, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how we perform because from all accounts, we do a lot of damage, a lot of fights, our profile quite well, so I'll have to do a little bit of googling myself so that when I go for the boss kill, I can try and get the right kill video. We can discuss, hey, here's what I did, here's what you should do instead, here's what I'm going to do for next week, how we can improve. Yeah, dude, that's what exactly happened in our guild. Our Warlock got all the gear. He got full best, he had like double trinkets, like Syndragosa and what was it, like the Rock-Faced Festa got one. He had DFO and Black Tree. And then he was just like, no, I'm gonna quit A, like, no one wants to do pass runs, like no speed kills, it's like, I'm now CBA, man. And I was like, okay, like whatever. And then it went to our mage, and then our mage quit as well, and I was like, there's no way! All of our casters get all the gear, and then they just quit. And we had some depression hours for sure, but brought it back in the end, mate. Brought it back in the end, doing the most damage. Am I playing 10 or 25? I plan to play 25. But I guess it depends what this build decides to do. My understanding, yeah, 25 for focus. But I now need to figure out what do I level as my second character. Do I make a second Shadow Priest? Do I level up a Fire Mage or a Rogue? I'll lose hit cap from there. Go to. Oh, I'll go. Better because way more hit. I mean, way more crit. Way more haste, bro. What am I saying? I think this is the best staff you can get without spending any money on BOEs or without doing archaeology. A little close. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 25, man. But like, I've just not paid attention to the raid discussion. I'm just like, I'll just wait for the roster to get posted and we've put together. Been keeping tabs. That was super over the hit cap. Now we're over the hit cap and we've just gained a whole 1% haste. Like, wow, 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 wow. We can go reforge there and we can get rid of a bunch of hit elsewhere, I guess.
Right, let's go. Just need to input the final entry sequence into the door
But
mechanism.
basically, there, aren't we?
That
We replace.
does it,
We need to
mate.
get a better
The control
shoulder.
room should be right behind this. Oh, wow.
Want to get like a haste shoulder. Then we've got haste.
What? This isn't the control
Want to get
room.
the- we
There's
wanna get the
another
ring
entire
from
defense
Dead Mines, which
mechanism
Rocket,
in
'cause
place, and the blasted rock trogs broke
Well,
into
basically,
here somehow.
well, basically,
Trogs.
yeah, ready
Why
to
did
raid.
it have to be trogs?
Yeah, no, basically, bro. 100%. Like, just let me know what the roster is. I'll be there.
Arrows pointing all over the place. Four platforms with huge elementals.
I'm blasting.
Got
If I
it.
don't make the roster,
I
I'll
saw
just
a tablet that
join some
mentioned
pub
this
run. I don't care.
This is the vault of lights.
I'm in, mate. I'm in. I'm ready to
Okay,
rock.
Blasting adventure. Take out each of the 4 elementals. Trigger the opening sequence for the far door.
Living your second.
One
Yeah,
down.
look, I think if I get my second pre-start, I think I switched them from undead to goblin. But then that other priest, they're enchanting and tailoring, so like they're already kind of bricked. The fun thing I like about that character though is, like, in an ideal world, I would raid like in a pub or whatever on that one first, because I don't really care about its logs. I could learn all the fight, figure out, okay, this is what I need to use this cooldown, this is what I need to target with my dots, blah 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 blah. Then when like the guild run happened on this troll character, I was like, I'm sweet, I can just do the most at the very start. I understand how things work now. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. We had a lot of really awkward ICC run weeks where people just weren't showing up. We had like people quitting every week, taking breaks.
Another one down. Just look at
Some
those
nights
light
we just went
wings.
raiding as 24
They
people,
seem
right?
to be
So for a
connecting
long
to the
time,
far door.
I was just getting frustrated because you couldn't pass, couldn't have quick nights, taking for like forever. I was very close to quitting also because like I can't be bothered, man. Like level dropping, it's not making this enjoyable. And I think what kind of saved it is that cata pre-patch date got announced. Yeah, people started to come back. But I think if another situation like that happens again, I can imagine them basically saying, right, we're going to split the P5s into a bunch of different 10-mans. You don't really get too affected by it anymore.
One more elemental to go. The door is almost open.
Deary me. Deary me.
That's it! You've done it! The vault door is opening! Now we can... Oh, no!
This unit has been activated outside normal operating protocols. Downloading new operational parameters. Download complete. Full unit self-defense routines are now active. Destruction of foreign units of unauthorized intel commencing. Omega stance active. Annihilation of foreign unit is now imminent. Omega stance active. Annihilation of foreign unit is now imminent. Unrefed unit shutting down.
We've done it! The control room is breached!
100%, bro. I think in a 10-man, if the comp requires it, because missing certain buffs or you're gonna need it for certain fights, having very important.
Ooh, here we go. Now this should only take a moment.
I think at that point also you have to ask yourself, like, what do you actually value more? Do you value playing the spec? Or do you value actually clearing the content in a timeable fashion? Or do you value the playing with, or vibes, the skill, whatever? I've definitely in the past, like I was a healer main for the longest time for that same reason. That when I originally played Cataclysm, I was a rogue, which the priest by dungeon queuing as a healer priest back then. And I just realized, like, actually that's fun. Like, you're always getting insta pops. You never have any issues like getting into runs. I played healer all the way up until PFA Shadowlands. I'd never actually touched Shadow until Dragonflight. Like, there are certain times during prog on fights in like BFA and Shadowlands, they'd be like, oh, can you like Shadow for this fight? We don't need like 4 healers or whatever. I would play it, we'd be like super shit at it, but I did it. But it wasn't until Dragonflight, because I'd been playing Classic and TBC. I was like, I want to try Shadow. I just want to see, like, I want to see something different. I can't imagine healing's really fun. It's like, you know, this priest atonement, yada yada yada. I think healing back in Classic is going to be very much like band power, word shield, and that's it. I wasn't really excited by it. Then Dragonflight came out and thought, screw it, let's just try Shadow in that too, and now we've not looked back. Dude, it's actually so annoying how we literally require Conqueror. The amount of times I'd have to scream at our paladins and ICC like missing, it's missing. Conquer it, please. And they're like, it's literally only units. No, dude. It's like, every caster wants it. I just get
Gaze
super
to the
griefed by it.
heavens. What do you see? Bask in my radiance.
You made a priest and called it conch, please. There's no way. There's no way. That's so good. Actually, so this.
Bask in my radiance. Bask in my radiance. Eons of darkness by your hand.
That's actually crack up, bro. Conch. That's such a good name. A hype? What liquor hype? Off is actually so annoying. One day it will go away. One day. I would be too. I would be too. Well, some pretty good names on retail. I have the name Chatting retail. Anybody ever talks like absolute garbage? I just hit dot and enter, like chatting.
chamber will flourish with your life energy.
Hey, cheers, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Good to have a discussion, eh? Until next time, mate.
The cycle continues.
Maybe view. I'm actually just dumb. Oh, there is.
That which you cannot control. But can you control your being?
Like this ad, for example, it's just not gonna live my dots, so I might as well just twitch burst as hard as I can. Have it. 9k, actually 8k in a bit away from freedom. So my gear, here's my gear. All missing enchants, it's all not gemmed properly. All just a little bit scuffed. That's what we have at the moment, mate.
Defiers, wretches, fiends, be gone!
you need. The Blood Jungle.
Well, they're definitely not ideal. Oh, that's really not ideal. Not this at all. Archangel and Phoenix. Anyone came on it. Damn.
None may pass into the world's heart. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the
No,
earth.
bro, what the fuck is that?
The cycle is complete. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength
Bro,
of
reset?
the earth.
Surely. Surely, bro, resets. There's no way.
Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength
What the
of
fuck?
the
He just keeps
earth.
chasing. There's no way. Why can't you run this guy out the room?
The cycle is complete.
Yeah, inner will for sure when you're running. But like, I was just trying to figure out, does this guy reset? There's no way. That's cooked. I would have thought it'd be like most bosses, right? You run them outside of their room and they're just like, okay. Because otherwise, that would suggest that boss can just be like kited all the way back to the start of the instance. That's just dumb, no? That is just stupid. Meleeing the boss. There's no way, bro. There's no way we have to cast a melee weave. Surely that's not.
None may
A massive
pass
DPS
into the
move.
world's heart. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel
That
the
was spam, so I
strength
get
of
switched to
the
left leg.
earth.
Something happened that time. Now I'm just screwed. That sucks. I've got it this time.
Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
Right, last dungeon, boys. Last dungeon. Finish this. We are done. We'll take a nice little break. Finish the rep later.
The world will be reborn in flames!
One Shadow Wolf, please. We absolutely bricked it. We bricked our rotation. Go next. Wrap it up. Turbo bricked our rotation.
Power bestowed upon me by Deathwing. Feel the fury of Earth!
What? Landing still, but I'm actually going full. What was the hype?
For my death, countless more will fall. The burden is now yours to bear.
GG. GG. Job be later on team? On later team? Be on later. We'll be on later. Finish up the rep, get ourselves good, and yeah, go from there. Final rep, then we can get ourselves the belt, we can get ourselves the enchant for helm and shoulders. If we want a turbo sweat, we can go from doing random dungeons into targeted dungeons to try and get the pieces we're after. So I think Blackrock Cavern's last boss for sure. Deadmine's last boss for Socket. We've only got a few things that we've got left on the cards to do, but we won't have to spamming dungeon queue today anymore. Done all the quests, stones are done. We had to monitor the auction house to see what the prices are looking like. The things are looking good, then we can buy gold, I guess. I need to find where the Dark Moon Fair is, though. Like somebody you meant to speak to, right? They teleport you there? I don't know where they are. Be in the city somewhere, right? I'm sure somebody's posted it. I can just like check out some channel. But once we got ourselves as close as we can to like a previous state, I think that's when we can start leveling alt. These can be grunge, APs, try and make this character stronger. Yeah. Not a bad way to stop. See you later.